Hey there, Internet, and welcome. Pony Hair being your host. I'm going to look through kind of a little independently developed short story adventure called Marie's Room. This got released on Steam April 14th, April 15th. Completely free by a guy, Kenny Guillaume, and then Dagmar Blommaert. Yeah, I'm butchering those names. This doesn't support any kind of save game. It's supposed to be experienced in one session, and I'm going to spend that session, maybe over 2 episodes, with you, my audience. Haven't looked at it before, never fired it up, so let's get started.
I didn't want to come back. Why would I, after all that's happened, even in here? So, where is the journal?
Alright, so we're in. Like the aesthetics of it. People, one of which I'm assuming is Marie. Hold the door to interact.
Don't need to go in there. That's the bathroom.
Evidently we don't need to go there. Oh, wait a minute. Those are one of those fancy computerized ones that change its picture on you. How about that? No entry unless you're a tourist from the future. Well, I don't know what year it is, so... interesting. You can open that door. I don't really want to go in there yet. I kind of want to explore. Check stuff out. Weather forecast, Orange Grove, today. 102 at 9 p.m.? Oh, yeah. This must be in Florida.
No, that's her parents' room.
Alright, so her, I assume, is this Marie
Look,
person.
Mr. Torres, I'm happy he finally got remarried. A honeymoon in the Bahamas. Wish I was there with them.
Interesting. Learning a little bit about the backstory here. I do believe that's kind of the point and purpose. Let's go downstairs.
I don't want to go back down.
No, she doesn't want to go back down, guys. She does not want to go back down. We've got...
California crisp white wines. I'll need a crate of those when I get out of here.
Evidently, this is an emotionally charged experience. Otherwise, she wouldn't be needing wine.
Is that me? Oh my god, the hair. What was I thinking?
So we are either the one with the bangs or the one with the red hair. I don't know. The other one, I would assume, is this Marie person. Science Fair 2018, second place. Okay. So 2018, somebody got a second place science fair. Kind of tells me this is happening after 2018. I assume this is Marie's room, so at 12, it stops. I don't think Marie lived past 12. Yeah, Marie at 3 and 12, so I'm assuming she dies at 12. Interesting, which would mean the science fair entry was 2018 and she was 12, so this has got to be far above that. Got a carpet on a wall? Huh. Obviously, she had a cat. Alright. Hi, Kelsey.
Hi, Kelsey.
Oh.
Yes, I'm talking to you. I know you've been reading my journal. Can I ever forgive you for what you did? Honestly, I don't know. I'm trying really hard, but I don't know how. Because I don't understand any of it. You are my friend, and I loved you unconditionally. I did what I did because of you, and I stood up to him because of you. But you, I don't know. Right now, I can't be near you, so I don't want you to come find me. I promise I'll be all right. Marie.
Except she wouldn't be. She would not be all right.
Whoa. Alright. I'm making the assumption now that we're back in time. Check doormat.
I'm not a shadow person. Yeah, it took me all I had to convince her she wasn't.
You know, I didn't do any kind of looking into this game, but something tells me it is going to be really dark really fast.
The Green Eatery. Green as in with fungus. Yes, I am never eating Ayurvedic lasagna ever again. But some people must have liked Mr. Jones's cooking because he was out every night cooking his green stuff.
Interesting. Got a name badge.
Food rescue. Yeah, it was a good place to be. Until Marie showed up. I know she didn't mean anything by it, but the pity in her eyes. Worse
Alright.
than being hungry.
So, in the previous picture, obviously she was the one with the bangs and we were the one with the red hair. That's interesting to know. Journal was
I couldn't
updated.
afford a car, and Marie didn't want one, so we rode our bikes everywhere. I thought I looked silly, and with those damn sparkly shoes, I probably did. Yeah, I was losing my glamour status at school right there.
Okay, so maybe she survived past 12 because obviously they're talking about having a car. There's a swimsuit that no 12-year-old would wear. Or I
love
wouldn't let my
skinny
12-year-old
dipping,
wear.
but Marie insisted on wearing this thing. Really, I mean, it was Mr. Jones's pool, after dark. No one would ever come close to the freak. And he wasn't there, just to be clear. But someone else was.
Interesting.
She loved being a birthday girl. Mr. Torres would take her shopping every year.
Well, sounds like she had the opportunity to be affluent, have a car at a young age, go shopping all the time. So there's that.
That's Trevor's phone number. He called her. I knew he blamed her for everything, though she should have blamed him for what he did to her and Mr. Torres.
Was he the other person at the pool, I wonder?
I need to find the key. A 5-figure number.
Okay. Let's check out these sparkly shoes.
He had money. You see? He bought me things. I was going to wear these to the prom. Fancy, right? At the time, I didn't know where the money came from.
Who was he? Why are her shoes in Marie's room? Interesting.
She asked me why I was so angry all the time, and I told her because it's a dirty deal. It's Russian roulette and utterly unfair. The cards I'd been dealt, any player would have passed. I chose to be angry instead. But Marie, my friend Marie, she got me a new deck and suggested I deal again.
I almost feel like some of that was figurative and not literal. I feel like that. Hotel. T-shirt for the food rescue, which she worked.
There's no such thing as food waste. And don't I know it? The smell of garbage will be in my nose forever, and the taste of it in my mouth. I swore I would never be that hungry again. I didn't care what it took.
So this seems odd. It seems that our protagonist possibly... Ooh, Fermi paradox. That's an interesting thing. That's like the whole... There should be intelligent races out there based on the Drake equation, but there's not. Hence the Fermi paradox. But no, it definitely seems that our protagonist, who I assume to be Kelsey, came from a very rough background, whereas her friend Marie came from an affluent background. Makes me question that money, though.
Marie insisted on saving these. She was going to make a new world with them, whatever that was supposed to be. I've never actually seen her build anything.
Possibly talking about recycling. Some money for vinyl. A couple 20s in there. That's not bad. The no smoking jar. The world someday and concerts. Huh.
She hated my cigarettes. Every time I felt like going out and buying a pack, she made me put the money in that money jar. One day, that money would pay for our gas to drive to college. We only needed money for the one way. I ended up using it to get to Vancouver.
I assume that's not college. Alright, so this is a Saturday in July. I don't know what year. This is definitely indicative of someone who won a science fair. Very sciencey with a Fermi paradox poster and final clock. She must have liked music. That's interesting. Rubik's Cube I saw. don't know if we're going to turn on TV just yet. Let's talk about this Rubik's Cube.
Hated that thing.
Very well. Antimatter. Ooh, that's some serious stuff.
Chemistry holds no surprises. Love that.
Think like a proton. Stay positive. Theories of time travel. Multiverse. Pretty interesting stuff. Hey, the effect of the Earth's magnetosphere and deflecting solar radiation. Interesting. I could sit here and go through this wall, but the late great Stephen Hawking, may the man rest in peace.
She wouldn't stop about time travel and black holes and stuff. I just wanted to do something simple. Calculate shit. Boring is what she said. Her, the weird kid, talked boring. So yeah, we settled on antimatter, because who wants to be boring?
It's pretty heavy stuff. Calculating, antimatter, time travel.
Mr. Torres. Thick as thieves, those two. Ever since Lorraine died, they only had each other. Marie was suffering when he was in intensive care. That was a nasty knife wound.
Well, so maybe that is indicative of where the money that maybe Mr. Torres spent on Kelsey, our protagonist, came from, was some bad stuff that caught him a knife wound.
Trevor was never far off, though. When Marie and I rode our bikes through dark nights just to get a taste of those perfect oranges, I knew he was lurking in the shadows. I never told her, but I think that's how he found us. He followed us back to the room.
Ooh, this has got some dark undertones. Some really dark undertones. We got a laptop. Let's go back to the TV before we miss it and forget to do it.
Have you seen this man? Yeah, I've seen him.
I would assume that... My assumption at this point is that is Trevor. If that is Trevor, string of robberies after stalking and whatever happened, oh, it's going to be dark.
Trevor. What an asshole. After we broke up, he got violent sometimes. One day, he dragged me through the school hall by my shirt until one of Marie's geek friends stopped him. Ben, I think it was. He got a lot of shit for it later.
Wow. Yeah, that's,
Lorraine, Marie's mom, died when she was 5. My mother, she might as well have been dead. She looked more dead than alive, anyhow. Passed out on the couch, empty bottles of gin on the floor.
wow. This chick had a really rough upbringing, talking about eating trash, alcoholic mother. Wow. That's nuts.
La La Land. That movie was a shit piece of crap. Glad Trevor snuck us in. I don't think I could have handled wasting $20 on that. Never thought I'd see Marie there. Then again, she always was a dreamer. I bet she loved it. She never realized I didn't want to be her friend in public.
Interesting. So, they were teenagers in 2018. Here's QR code. I wonder if that gets scanned, what it does. Makes me wonder. I will come back and check on this when I'm not recording. Or somebody can check it in the comments and let me know. That would be kind of cool. Some good audience engagement. Broken window. Says, I'm sorry.
She was my friend, and I had to tell her. So I came back here, throwing stones at the window. But she didn't react, so I threw a bigger stone, and it shattered the glass. She kept the stone as a souvenir to remind her not to trust me ever again.
Interesting. No, we can just turn that on. Anticlimactic, to say the least. Looks like old Marie here traveled.
Marie always dreamed about going to Europe. I don't think she ever went.
Okay, so she didn't go. But, interesting record player. I might have to cut this. Alright, so, past the music. Gonna cut that out. Probably copyrighted. Checked on the fan. Alludes to a night of going skinny dipping. And I assume it has to do with that Trevor guy and his creeping around. Oh, beer bottle.
Mr. Torres loved that beer. After the robbery, he only had a couple left. Apparently they were hard to come by. Still, we decided to try a bottle once. Marie loved that label. She drew it in her journal. I remember that. All that happened later that night, I'm not sure. Maybe I don't want to remember.
Goodness gracious, this is building to a lot. I can't decide if, like, what happened in what sequence of events. Murder, suicide, something. Whew.
Have you ever peeled an orange so juicy the drops erupted from underneath its skin like fireworks in the setting sun? The trees in Mr. Jones's garden had them. I used to live off his garden vegetables and fruit before I met Trevor.
And Marie's journal, check this again. Okay, there's no voiceover, so I'm going to go ahead. So we've got an article here, high school kid saves classmates from hunger. I'm assuming that's going to be Marie. November 9th, 2017. After that school article, people kept asking me why I did it. As if I were some kind of hero. So stupid. And I keep telling them the same story. Aren't they sick of it yet? Maybe I should publish a book, my life story, so they'll stop bugging me. Crazy people. Here, for the last time. Last fall, I caught a kid stealing someone's lunch from a backpack. As he stuffed the sandwich in his mouth, our eyes locked. He panicked, dropped the food, and ran. I never realized some of my classmates were actually hungry, so I joined the food rescue to help. There. The end. Everyone satisfied? I guess so. And then we've got November 17th, so this is a little bit later, and this is the party. So we had a party today, celebrating 3 years of food rescue. Everyone was there. All happy, familiar faces. I loved it. Kelsey came in. Never took her for one of the hungry. I don't think she knows my name, but everyone knows hers. She's gorgeous. It surprised me, is all. I could see the shame in her eyes when she had to accept a bag of groceries from me. Still, I couldn't take my eyes off her. If this world allows someone like Kelsey Jackson to be hungry, it must be everywhere. So I'm going to fight it with everything I've got. Okay, so I'm assuming that's us. Like, that's how we met. What's her face? All right, nothing. All right, so nothing was different. We're moving into January 5th, 2018. We're all just matter. That's what Kelsey keeps saying, and she's right. But matter is also life, and life is something we need to take care of. She likes to be out on a limb. She says she's got nothing to lose. Bam! She didn't even realize what she was saying. Or maybe I'm too sensitive. Guess that'll show me to believe that we were friends. I guess I am a shadow person after all. Explains the thing under the doormat. Think she's going to break her neck, by the way. See if I care. Interesting. Loving the chemistry. Life matters. Cupcake. Okay, so 2018, January 19th is her mother's birthday, but her mother died back when she was a young one, so we know that. So February 14th is the night they went to La La Land. Okay. Ah, so stupid. I finally got to see La La Land. They showed it on Classics Night at the theater. I went with Ben. Loved it. Kelsey was there too. I was happy to see her. I actually friggin' hugged her, and she pushed me away. Asked me what I thought I was doing. And that Trevor asshole was enjoying the show, and her stupid cheerleader friends. Interesting. We're going to be friends. So February 14th, I feel out of place everywhere outside this room. She said she was sorry. I know. But fuck, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells, and that's not what a friendship should be like, right? I feel disconnected. She did not want to be my friend. She was embarrassed. Okay, so that is the window breaking incident in February. So the window breaking incident came after the movie. All right. Here's the sparkly shoes. This is March 17th, so about a month after the window breaking incidents. Oh, those sparkly shoes. She wears them all the time. Last night, the heels dug into my calf. That friggin' hurt. Have you seen those heels? So I yanked them off her feet and told her, not in the bed. She was amused, and I can't think why. To be honest, I wish she was a size 9, because they look absolutely gorgeous. On Kelsey's feet, at least. When I tried them on, I looked like a little girl trying on mommy's shoes. Okay, so I guess she got tiny feet. Tiny feet, tiny person. Woo, there's a whole lot of reading going on. March 17th, 2018. You may have noticed, sweet journal, there are less and less F words in these pages. I am friggin' proud. Ha! Only when I go berserk, like when Kelsey threw that rock through my window. Then it's hard to keep up. Did you know that as a little girl, I used to curse abundantly? Look at her trying to extend her vocabulary. Dad thought it indicated intelligence. And I guess it looked cute up to a certain age. But he said Mom hated it. So every time I used the F word, he made me put a piece of candy in the swear jar. Can't tell you how much that hurt. Every time. Because I'd never see it again. I think he secretly ate it. He must have rejoiced. Yep. Vocabulary extension. Like it. Every time I swore like a madman. Mad woman? Must have. She called me her friend today. I'm not a shadow person anymore. She's my friend. So we're talking from basically a 6-month period to accept this person as our friend. I have a dream. I have a dream. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and kill episode 1 of Marie's Room right here. Keep them short, sweet, to the point. I'm going to release these pretty consecutively. I want to get through it all in one run-in for you guys. So if you like what you see, let me know by hitting like. If you want to see more of these like story adventures, things like this, let me know in the comments. And if you want to scan that QR code, let me know what you see. Tell me. But until next time, Pony here. Grog Games. Signing out.